Once upon a time there was a railroad line. Don't ask where, brother, don't ask when. It was a road to hell. It was a hard time. It was a word of gods and men. It's an old song.
It's an old song.
It's an old tale from when back when. It's an old song.
It's an old song.
And we're gonna sing it again. Gods and men, ain't we got some gods in the house tonight? And on the road to hell there was a railroad line, and a lady stepping off a train with a suitcase full of summertime liberals by name. And if you ride that train, if you ride that train, if you ride that train to the end of the line, where the sun don't shine and it's always shady, it's there you'll find the king of the mine, almighty Mr. Cross. We got any other gods? Oh, right, I almost forgot. On the road to hell we can guarantee that the Lord with vengeance on his mind won't make you want to plea or flee. Wiggly! Where? See, someone's got to tell the tale. Whether or not it turns out well, maybe it will turn out this time. On the road to hell, on the railroad line, it's a sad song.
It's a sad song.
It's a sad tale, it's a tragedy. It's a sad song.
It's a sad song.
We're gonna sing it anyway. Now, not everyone gets to be a god, and don't forget that times are hard. Hard times in the world of man. Let me introduce you to a few of them. You can tip your hats and your wallets, brothers and sisters, boys and girls, to the greatest working chorus in the God's almighty world. There was a railroad line, and a poor boy working on a song. His mama was a friend of mine, and this boy was a musician on the railroad line, on the road to hell. You might say the boy was touched, 'cause he was touched by the gods themselves. Give it up for Mr. Green. Ethan! There was one more soul on this road, girl coming in from the cold, on the railroad line, on the road to hell. There was a young girl looking for something to eat. And brother, thus begins the tale of Ethan Green and Lex Foster. It's a love song.
It's a love song.
It's a tale of a love from long ago. It's a sad song.
It's a sad song.
But we're gonna sing it even so. It's an old song.
It's an old song.
It's an old tale from way back when. We're gonna sing it. We're gonna sing. We're gonna sing it again.
Thank you all very much. Now,
Remember to tip your bartenders, and let's pick up where we left off, shall we?
The lights dim on the speakeasy. Set change to Wilbur's office. We pick up where we left off. Linda is in the doorway, looking dejected. She turns to sit down, humming How About a Dance, when a voice stops her.
I remember that song. You sang it for me the first night we danced together at that gala.
Hello? Is someone here? Ted, if that is you, I swear to the Lord Almighty.
Oh, my honeybee. Can't you remember my voice?
What? No, you're dead. I watched you die. I'll shoot you if I have to.
Oh, I don't know if you wanna fuck with me.
Wilbur turns around in the chair to face Linda. He looks different.
Mrs. Cross.
Well, it's not. That's not possible.
Sweetheart, anything is possible with the right amount of belief. It's a powerful thing.
But I just don't understand. Why? How?
Oh, good time, baby doll. Come on now. You're not excited to see me? I'll say it feels good to see my beautiful wife again, and my God, you're just glowing.
This is a trick. It has to be. There's no way in hell that people can just come back from the dead.
Well, lucky for you, someone was willing to give me a second chance. In fact, it's mostly because of you. My boss likes you quite a lot. Says you're a good influence on me and all that. You know, I could be a good influence on you too.
You and your good influence that made me kidnap a child and kill my ex-husband?
Almost kidnapped. And you swung that knife, baby, not me. Semantics aside, I see how hard you've been working to get the scoop on our little unfinished mission. Scanned your case file. I knew you'd be a quick study.
And you're here because you think you could do it better?
No, I think we could do better. With the help of my boss, of course.
But I thought that was you.
Oh, honeybee, you make me laugh. There's still so much you don't know. No. My boss is much more powerful than I would ever be. And he's offered his assistance to help you finish with what we started with dear Gerald. Wiggly comes from underwater filled with lust to clear your mind and wipe the dust. Where the plight of human beings is ignored while we're awake. Wiggly snores. He's been sleeping, creeping around and seeking funny games to play. So he sent me to invite you to his party today because it's Wiggly, Wiggly. My brand new name, the masses cheering. Wiggly. Bye-bye to Wilbur Cross, he's done playing dangerous games. Eldritch beings sit and gamble all day long. It isn't right, it isn't wrong. For there really isn't very much to do. So now and then, we spy on you. Humans are such funny creatures, always thinking you're so smart. So we sit down from our bleachers while you tear things apart. Because it's Wiggly, Wiggly. My brand new name, the masses cheering. Wiggly. Bye-bye to Wilbur Cross, he's done playing dangerous games. The more things change, they say that the more they stay the same. You think you're making changes, but the only thing you can change is your name. Because it's Wiggly, Wiggly. Whose justice is right, the mess is cheering. Wiggly, who makes a list of people to be his friend he wends. Oh look, now there's an apple, one bite the fun never ends. So what do you say, Linda Rose?
I don't know who you are or what the hell you have done with the man I love, but there is no way that you are him. You stay the hell away from me if you know what's good for you.
Linda rushes out of the office, equal parts angry and petrified. Wilbur watches her leave, then sits down in the chair with a huff.
I knew she was gonna respond like that.
I thought she would at least be a little bit more appreciative of the song. I read it myself, you know.
Look, I tried doing things your way, and we saw how that turned out. So can you please let me do this my way?
Seems some of your human ways have stuck with you, Uncle Wiley.
I've known her a lot longer than you have, so I think I know how to handle this.
I wouldn't be so sure. You see, it's been in Linda's destiny for a long time now that one day she would fulfill her prophecy as the mother. You would be surprised to find out how much I know about Miss Rosie Posey.
What aren't you telling me, you bastard?
How about we make a deal? I will tell you everything I know about your precious Linda after you bring her to me to become everything she is meant to be.
And if she doesn't want to?
You're a master at persuasion, aren't you? I would hate to let it slip to the public that her dear husband's death was no accident.
Fine. Shouldn't be too difficult.
Very good, Uncle Wiley. Now, the clock is ticking. Don't dawdle now.
Lights up on McNamara in his office smoking a cigarette. The peep agent enters.
Sir, she's ready to talk.
Thank you. You can go if you'd like.
All right.
He exits with a salute as McNamara stands to let a woman into the room. Enter Jane Perkins.
Took you long enough. I've been waiting out there for at least 5 minutes.
I'm doing my best.
Why the sudden call?
I hate to admit this, but I need your help.
Wow. My older brother, the great General John McNamara Perkins, coming to his younger sister to ask for help. You must be desperate.
This isn't the time for jokes, Jane. This is serious. People's lives are at risk here.
Oh boy. What did you mess up this time, brother?
For a while now, I've been tracking down the feared crime boss, Wilbur Cross.
You mean your ex?
He glares. Jane puts her hands up in defense.
Somehow, I managed to get Linda Monroe to help him kill off Dr. Gerald Monroe, her husband at the time. Ever since then, Linda and Wilbur have grown closer and I believe have gotten married. In pursuit of him, some events transpired and Tom Houston and his wife, along with their son, are responsible for Wilbur's death.
Is that why you brought me here? To help you get closer to my son and my ex-husband?
Not entirely, no. We do need your help in that area, though. The Houston family has left town in quite a rush.
I sense a but coming.
But Wilbur Cross isn't dead. He is now working with an entity we've known of for a few years who has only recently revealed his name to us. Wiggly.
What the hell kind of a name is Wiggly?
His name doesn't matter. What matters is that we have to stop Wilbur before any more lives are lost. The Houston family can help us, but you're the only one who can get close to them. You're going to be our inside source. I trust you, Jane.
I'll see what I can do.
When you have gained their trust, bring them back here so we can train them. Give them the tools they will need to take down Wilbur and the forces of evil once and for all. Restore truth and liberty and justice back into the world.
You never did grow out of talking like that, did you?
Not the time, Jane. Now go. They should be heading towards a motel on the edge of town. heads toward Clivesdale, and you should sit.
What would you do without me?
He shakes his head as she leaves. We follow Jane out. On a high platform on stage, we see 2 lamplights illuminated, and they pan across Jane's path.
Well, you know what they say. Nothing beats a good old family reunion.
Lights up on the Houston family car. Tom is driving with Becky in the front seat and Tim behind them in the middle.
I don't know, Tom. Don't you think it's a bit suspicious for us to be running out of town like this?
Well, what other choice do we have, Beck? He's back, and rumor has it he's really out for blood this time. If we sit around waiting for him to get to us, it'll be too late. Hell, we probably already have a target on our backs.
I guess you're right.
The family sits in silence for a moment.
And you're sure you know where you're going? Shouldn't you be using, like, a map or something?
Oh, where's your sense of adventure? Anyway, I'm what they call an intuitive navigator. Means I follow the path that just feels right.
Yeah, and I have a feeling that if this car makes an awful sputtering sound one more time, we're going to be sleeping under the stars. If we're lucky.
Oh, would you look at that? Motel up ahead. Mayberry Garden, something or other. Sounds swanky.
I've heard there's nothing but horrors in that place.
I think it sounds like a great place to stay, Dad.
Why, thank you, son. See, nothing to be concerned with.
The family exits the car and walks inside the motel doors. We see Sherman Young behind the desk, singing a little ditty to the tune of Cup of Roasted Coffee.
When you stay at the Mayberry, the service will be dandy. We'll have a breakfast hot and ready, grits and eggs and everything a la carte. And a room that's got a... Oh, hi there, folks. I didn't see you there. My name's Sherman. What can I do for y'all?
We're looking for a room. Gonna be staying a while, if that's all right.
Not a problem at all, sir. I'll set you up for a weekend. And if you need the room any longer, just come down to the desk and give me a holler.
Sounds great. Thank you.
You know, everybody's so on the go these days. Don't have to appreciate our beautiful old town enough. What brings y'all around here?
Just getting ready to make a big long trip up the East Coast. Gotta get the route straight and all that before we head on out.
A family road trip! Well, that just sounds like so much fun. Now, you don't have to pay all at once if you don't want. Just enough to cover the night will be good. But you can pay the night after that. You'll be in 106.
I'll take Tim to the room if you want to grab the suitcases from the car.
Sounds great. Thanks, Beck.
Becky exits with Tim, and Tom pulls out his wallet to grab a few bills to pay Sherman. He hands over the money and starts to walk back to the car. Suddenly, Jane passes Tom. He looks at her quizzically as she walks in the motel door, but neither of them says anything. On opposite sides of the stage, they sing.
I'm at a payphone trying to call home. All of my change I spent on you. Where have the times gone, baby? It's all wrong. Where are the plans we made for two?
Yeah, I know it's hard to remember the people we used to be. It's even harder to picture that you're not here next to me.
They say it's too late to make it, but is it too late to try? And in our time that you wasted,
all of our bridges burned down.
I've wasted my nights.
You turned out the lights.
Now I'm paralyzed, still stuck in that time when we called it love.
But even the sun sets in paradise. I'm at a payphone trying to call home. All of my change I spent on you. Where have the times gone, baby? It's all wrong. Where are the plans we made for two? If happy ever after did exist, I would still be holding you like this. All those fairy tales are full of shit. One more stupid love song, I'll be sick. Now I'm at a payphone.
Lights up on the Foster Green family. Ethan is standing in their kitchen making dinner, while Lex and Hannah sit in the small living room working on a drawing.
Lexi, what does crass mean?
Where'd you hear that word from?
Webby told me today.
Ah, I see. Well, it means, babe, what's that smell?
What smell?
Aren't you cooking dinner? Might want to check the oven. Banana, crass means...
Fuck my potatoes!
Well, there's your answer, Hannah.
Lex and Hannah laugh and look down at her picture.
So what's this supposed to be? I think I see a happy family. Am I right?
Mm-hmm. It's us. You keep me safe and even keeps away the storms.
As if on cue, a clap of thunder shakes the house. Hannah suddenly starts blinking and shaking her head, clearly deep in thought.
Banana? Babe, come help me with her. I don't know what in the world's going on.
Hey, Hannah, can you look at me? Banana? Banana, what's going on?
Bad news.
What news?
It's not bad news?
Sister.
Hey, I'm right here. It's okay, Hannah.
No, other sister.
We don't have another sister. Hannah, what's going on?
Hannah just shakes her head again.
I got it, babe. Stay here with her.
Ethan opens the door to find a very stressed out Linda. She rushes inside, not bothering to say hello to Ethan.
Oh, hi, Ethan. How are you? May I come in? Why, thank you.
Linda? What's going on?
I don't know what to do anymore. I'm sorry for busting in like this, during a storm no less, but I just didn't know where else to go.
What are you talking about?
Is he gonna hate me? God, I hope he doesn't kill me.
Linda, you're not making any sense. No one's gonna kill you. Well, maybe Ted, but even then, I'm sure he wouldn't.
I'm not sure. He might. I don't think you two understand how bad this is.
Okay. Take a deep breath. Well, tell me what's going on.
Wilbur's back.
What?
How? Didn't he...
He did. But he said something. Wiggly? I don't know. He was sitting in the office after you left. And he was so different. Something happened to him when he died. God, he really scared me. Going on and on and on about how this Wiggly can fix everything, but it got to be too much. So...
You ran here to get away from him.
But that's not everything.
What is it?
I'm pregnant.
And it's his.
My God.
I don't know what to do.
Why don't you stay with us for a while? You don't need to be alone right now.
Good and bad. I'm thinning.
What in the hell is she rambling on about?
I'm gonna take Hannah upstairs.
Have you told him yet?
Haven't exactly had the time, given that my husband might be some kind of monster, so preserving my own life as well as now my future child's has been a little bit more important.
Sorry, I know you're stressed. And it's not going to be easy, but once you've both cooled off a bit, you need to tell him as soon as you can.
How do I do that?
Don't ask me, I'm not the adult here.
This was certainly not in plans for my life.
Neither was finding out your ex-husband's a sadist and a madman and then marrying Hatchetfield's most feared crime boss, but hey, life's got no instruction manual. If it did, well, someone should help me get my hands on it. I'll go get you some blankets.
Some people safer on them to follow what's written, but I'd follow you to break off to worlds we call our own. Hand in my hand, and you promised to never let go. Walk in a tightrope, high in the sky, we can see the whole world down below. We're walking a tightrope, never sure, never know how far we can fall. But it's all an adventure that comes with a breathtaking view. Walking a tightrope with you. Mountains and valleys and all that will come in between. Desert and ocean will pull me in, and together we're lost in a dream. Always in motion, so I risk it all just to be with you. And I'll risk it all for this life we choose. Hand in my hand, and you promise to never let go. We're walking a tightrope, high in the sky, we can see the whole world down below. We're walking a tightrope, never sure you can be if I should fall. Well, it's all an adventure that comes with a breathtaking view. Walking a tightrope.
You get some rest, okay?
You too, darling. Good night.
Lights up on Wilbur outside the hideout, smoking a cigarette. He tips his head back against the wall, clearly not in the mood to make conversation. McNamara enters and takes a look at Wilbur, examining him.
Ted, if that's you, I swear to... Oh. You again. You're making a bad habit of showing up and bringing hostility along with you. And loaded weapons.
I'm not here to fight, Wilbur.
Then what the hell do you want? I'm a little busy here.
Right. You look very busy. I guess you could say I was thinking about you, and I know how much you love this spot. Always hanging out, smoking a cigarette.
Get to the point.
Are you happy?
Am I happy? What kind of question is that? Am I happy? Why the hell wouldn't I be? I'm back in the game after dodging death thanks to my wit and charm. I've got my second chance. I have everything I've ever wanted.
Are you sure about that?
What's your angle, John?
You don't think anything's missing? Anyone is missing?
If you were talking about Linda, I'd rather you didn't. Not that it's any of your business, but we didn't exactly leave our last encounter on great terms.
Trouble in paradise, I see.
Does that make you happy?
No, not at all. In fact, quite the opposite. Know that above all things, I believe that love is the most powerful and beautiful thing in this world. And I know the tragedy of life without it. And you are subjecting yourself to more pain and misery by going on without her.
You don't know anything about her or about us. So don't act like you're so holy and enlightened.
I see the way you look at her. Like she holds the sun, moon, and stars all at her fingertips. Like the way you used to. You love her, Wilbur, and you're kidding yourself if you don't believe that.
You think I don't know that? You think that I don't know what it's like knowing that I will never have her again because how I've gone and fucked things up? You don't see the way she looks at me. Like I was a monster. I don't know how she'll ever trust me again.
I will never understand why you chose the path you did. But I know we'll never be fighting on the same side again. But I do know that you deserve love. You have it right here, waiting for you. The question is, will you be brave enough to admit your mistakes and try again? Will you continue to run away when things get hard?
It's not simple to say that most days I don't recognize me. I used to be bolder. I once was a soldier. All I wanted was to save him. It's not easy to know I'm not anything like I used to be, although it's true. Through the noise I can't seem to find joy. I still remember that boy. He's imperfect, but he tries. He is good, but he lies. He's hard on himself. He's broken and won't ask for help. He's messy, but he's kind. He's lonely most of the time. He's all of this mixed up, and I'm missing the time he stood by. He's gone, but he used to be mine.
And it's not what I asked for. Sometimes life just slips in through the back door and carves out a person who changes the things you once knew. And I've lost her too. And she's all that I hoped for. If I'm honest, I know I would give it all back for a chance to start over and rewrite an ending or two for that girl that I knew who'd be reckless just enough, who gets hurt. Oh, I learned how to toughen up when she's bruised and gets used by a man who can't love. And then she'll get stuck and be scared of a life destined for her, getting stronger each day till it finally reminds her to fight just a little to bring back the fire in her eyes that's been gone, but it used to be mine.
most of the time. She is all of it mixed up and baked in a beautiful pie. He's gone, but he used to be mine.
Wilbur is now in the office, sitting in the chair once again.
My God. I do love her. I love her so much. I'm gonna do this right, Linda Rose. We'll be together again. I swear.
Lights up on the Houston family settling into their motel room. Tim is curled up on a big chair, Tom's jacket draped over him like a blanket. Becky is sat beside him, reading.
And they all lived happily ever after. The end.
She places a kiss to his forehead and turns off the light next to him.
He's out like a light. Can't say I blame him. He's had a rough day.
I'll have. Might take a second outside, get some fresh air.
Becky lets out a big yawn, making Tom laugh.
Why don't you head to bed, hmm?
Don't be out for too long. I got a weird feeling from that clerk.
Oh, I bet he's harmless. Jingling he was humming was pretty catchy.
Wake up, Tim!
Hey, Beck. I love you to the moon and back. You know that, right?
I love you too, Tom.
He places a kiss on her forehead before she exits the stage and Tom goes outside. Jane is standing out there waiting for him.
Took you a while.
How long have you been out here for?
Not too long, but Tom, we've got to talk. Something bad is happening.
Don't gotta worry about Wilbur. I know he's back. Why else do you think I dragged my family out to fucking Clydesdale? I'm trying to keep them safe.
Tom, I don't have much time to talk about this.
Why else are you here? Except to push your way back into my life just like you did the first time?
This isn't about that.
Do you know how many years I've had to keep a secret from my son? About his mother of all people.
You haven't told him?
Why would I put that on my son? He doesn't need to know that Beck isn't his real mother.
We suddenly see Tim standing listening to the two talking.
Wait, what?
Tim, what are you doing out here?
I couldn't sleep, but I didn't want to wake Mom up, and I saw a light on out here.
Tim looks between the two adults awkwardly. Tom clears his throat.
Tim, this is Jane.
It's nice to meet you, Tim. I'm Jane. Do you mind if I talk to you for a second?
He shakes his head, telling Jane that she can. Jane kneels next to him.
I get that right now a lot of stuff is being thrown at you, but if you give me a chance to explain everything, I promise you it'll make more sense.
It was a February day when your dad came by before going away. A big old truck in the driveway. The day it was suddenly real. I told you not to come outside, but you saw that truck and you smiled so wide. A real live truck in your driveway. We let you sit behind the wheel. Goodbye, goodbye. Tommy up and left, took my little guy. And the house felt so big, and I felt so small. The house felt so big, and I felt so small.
That night night I tucked you into bed. I'll never forget how you sat up and said, "Is there another truck coming to our driveway? A truck that will take Daddy away."
And the
house felt so big,
and I felt so small.
The house felt so big,
And I knew there would be moments that I'd miss.
and I knew there would be space I couldn't fill, and I knew I'd come up short a billion different ways, and I did, and I do, and I will.
But like that February day, I will take your hand, squeeze tightly, and say,
There's not another truck in the driveway.
Your mom isn't going anywhere. Your mom is staying right here. Your mom isn't going anywhere. Your mom is staying right here. No matter what.
No matter what.
I'll be here when it all feels so big, till it all feels so small. When it all feels so big, till it all feels so small. Till it all feels so small.
Hey, try to get some sleep, bud. We'll be back in a minute.
Tim goes back inside the motel room.
What is it you needed to tell us, Jane?
I was sent by my brother, General John McNamara. He has tasked me to come and ask for your help. After I left, I began working with an agency, PEIP. We call it PEEP.
Peep? That sounds ominous.
Well, the things we deal with aren't exactly all sunshine and rainbows, which is why we need your help. Hatchetfield has become such a dark place, and we believe that you two are just the source of light we need to restore order in this world.
Jane, look, if this is about getting back at Wilbur, you ain't gotta tell me twice. I'm in. What you're saying sounds a bit crazy.
I am not crazy, Tom. Don't you dare call me crazy.
Tommy, just let me handle this, okay? Jane, if it's any consolation to you, I believe you. God, Hatchetfield is not just the town I remember growing up. The town's changed. The people have changed. And you just want things to go back to the way they used to be. I do too, you know. I'd give anything to turn the clock back a few years, and I'd know try things differently, I suppose.
So you'll help me?
I'll certainly do my best. I fight with my whole heart for the things I believe in. I believe in this town and its beauty. And I believe in you, Jane.
I appreciate that. Really, I do.
Jane and Becky smile at each other while Tom stands off to the side, still perplexed as to why both of them are playing nice with each other. Women are a mystery, Tom. It's okay, buddy. Suddenly, the focus shifts. The warm light covering the people on stage is now replaced with dual electric beams.
How very sweet! Miss Barnsey wants to turn the clock back, does she? I'm sorry to disappoint. My Uncle Wiley is making it very hard for you to get your wish. I think someone needs some convincing so they learn not to waste my time.
Lights up on Ethan and Lex sitting in their house. Lex is pacing while Ethan sits on the couch, trying to calm her down.
Babe, I think it might just be best to take a seat. You'll be able to think better if you're not rushing around the room.
I don't think you understand, Ethan. Linda is fucking pregnant. And she's scared to tell the father. Not to mention, Hannah went for her lesson with Mr. Lang and Mr. Blim. I remember she was so excited to go today because they were going to learn about the trail to Oregon. But she hasn't come home yet.
As if God was listening, Hannah walks into the room, books in hand. Lex rushes over and wraps her up in a hug.
I was so worried about you, Banana. Where have you been?
Mr. Lang had to keep yelling at Mr. Blim because he kept going on and on about someone named Jan.
Huh. He sounds interesting. Just wondering, does he like musicals?
Not the time, Eve.
We suddenly hear music start to play, but only Hannah reacts.
Hannah?
Nana, everything all right?
Not enough time. Bells. Horns.
Can you translate? I don't speak crazy.
She's not crazy, Ethan. Hannah, can you tell me what that means? Use your sentences.
Hannah shakes her head, not wanting to respond.
Here. Let me try. Alright, Banana Split. See this watch? It was gifted to me by a great warrior. Don't you fucking laugh. When you have this watch on you, you will always be able to know that time is moving. Doesn't slow down, speed up. It's always the same. Isn't that a good thing? Time will never change. I promise you. And I'll never break my promises.
Ethan and Hannah do a pinky swear before Hannah takes the watch in her hand, starting to play with it. Ethan turns to Lex.
I'd make a great dad, I'm just saying.
Okay. Come on, Hannah Banana. Let's get you ready for bed.
Hannah rushes to her room, but turns around and gives Ethan one last hug before going back into her room. Lex places a kiss on Ethan's forehead before following Hannah off stage. Ethan smiles to himself before sitting down on the couch.
Hey, buddy. Who the hell are you? I'm you. Wait, what? I am everything you're afraid of. I'm your worst nightmare, babe. What the hell? Get the fuck out of my house! Or what? You'll kill me? Too bad, since I'm not really here. Or am I? This is fucked up. I'm gonna go get Lex. Oh, is that what this is about? Lexi? Oh, I hate to break it to you, but she's using you. Think about it. Did Lex ever say that she loves you? Of course she does. All the fucking time! Get out! Now! Are you sure that's what you want? I think it might be a good idea to let me in.
Look at you, Ethan, my god, you're a heathen. Lex thinks you can slaughter. No one condemning you, let's change your point of view. Here's how you lost her. Why can't they see what I see? Why can't they hear your lies? Maybe the fee's too pricey for them to realize your disguise is slipping. I think you're slipping. You're not their savior, your reckless behavior will soon make them fear you. Like Hannah fears thunder and Lex, will she wonder, does she know the real you? You bring them pain, the kind they won't suffer quietly. It burns in your brain how only you can do vile things. The night is slowly slipping, everything's slipping away. So go ahead, try to fight no matter what you lose. Are you scared? Toughen up, can't hide from me. Here I come, you can't run, heroes are over with. Look at you, not a word, swallow your fear. Son of Hannah, good, I would give anything not to have her see. A knight in his armor should always be stronger. I have to be worthy. I have to be worthy. You're so weak.
Lights up on the hideout. Emma is sitting in Paul's lap while Hitchens and Bill are seated around the card table. Each of them holds a hand of cards.
Hit. Hit. Stay.
Emma?
You know, I could help you decide on what to do if you let me just.
And let you have a sneak peek at this hand? That chance. Sorry, hun. No love is privileges when there's money on the line.
Paul pouts.
I'll stay. That's 21 for me. Sorry, boys.
Well, that makes Dillabus. This round's your again, Emma.
Oh, damn. You're gonna run me out of my paycheck.
It's all the luck of the draw and placing your bets right, I guess.
Speaking of placing your bets, how much y'all gonna bet Ted's gonna end up stuck by the end of the night?
I'll just take the rest of my chips,
Aw, Paul, where's your faith? I'm cautiously optimistic.
Better leave that faith at the chapel, Bill. Young men these days are just...
Crude, unmotivated, shallow.
I take offense to that, but also I don't disagree.
Yeah, men are the worst. Sorry, Paul.
Well, tell me how you really feel,
Come on, you're the exception to the rule. Why else would I have picked you?
Now look who's getting sappy.
Emma kisses him to shut him up. Suddenly Ted enters with another man who looks like someone we've seen before. In the body of Xander Lee is a new man, so to speak. Bob Morris. Guess who's back, boys? And Emma.
Had a good time tonight, buddy?
You can say that again. Whoa! Why y'all making assumptions? I dropped Jenny off at home. This fine gentleman and I got to talking at the bar and figured he should meet y'all. Everyone, this is Bob Morris.
How's everyone doing tonight?
Careful, boys. This one sounds like an out-of-towner.
Yeah, sorry about that. I'm willing to try and learn anything, though.
Don't worry, you pick up quick. Hey, wonder when Wilbur's getting back. I'm sure he'd love to meet you. You guys would hit it off for sure.
Sorry, you said Wilbur?
Yeah, the head honcho, the blue cheese.
I think you mean big cheese, Hidge.
You should be coming back round soon. In the meantime, I can get you a drink if you'd like.
Sure, thanks.
Well, speak of the denim devil dumbass himself. Wilbur enters, descending the stairs in a hurry, slapping Ted on the back of the head.
Aye.
Morris enters, immediately recognizing him, but does his best to remain aloof.
Why are you hanging around the stairs, Ted? I got a motor.
Something wrong?
Just someone I gotta meet before I head out again. Who's this?
Bob Morris, meet Wilbur Cross, my idiot brother.
Watch it, Ted. The only kiss you'd be getting from is my fist. Again.
Me.
Brother, huh? The resemblance is striking.
You know, you remind me of someone from long ago.
That so?
Yeah. Fought in the war with him.
Well, thank you for your service. A good American patriot is always a friend of mine. And I sure could use some good ones these days.
I take it you ain't from here then.
Nope, got a job with Mayor Goodman. Trying to work my way up to the big house someday. And well, we all have to start somewhere, right?
Indeed. Well, good luck with the, social climbing.
Hey, where are you going?
Keep your nose where it belongs, Ted. Maybe try in a book.
Oh, I'll help him out with that one.
You can always count on you, Henry. Well, good night, y'all. Morris.
Wilbur exits, shrugging his jacket tighter and hastily closing the door behind him.
So Ted, I've got a massive collection of books I can lend you if you're looking for something to pass the time.
Lay off, man.
So, Bob Morris, huh? Yeah. We'll see about that one. Ain't nobody gonna fool me this time. A little slip of information, and soon a corner's turned. Anticipate his adaptation, ha! By using all you've learned. Some little things, some minor detail will draw you in, and then another one will draw you out again. The game begins the same way. I look for patterns, common themes, connecting bits and pieces until I find out what's your scheme. The game begins the same way. The chase is on the dice cast. I read between your lies, and the truth will soon be mine at last. The game begins.
Lights up on everyone's favorite couple, sorry, Wilbur and Linda, in their house again. Lex is finishing up eating a bit of food.
Here, let me get that for you. You've been worrying so much lately. The least I can do is take a plate.
He takes the plate away from her.
All right. Spill. You're not acting like you do normally. Something's up. I know you, Ethan. I know when something's bugging you. You know you can talk to me.
I've got no clue what you're talking about.
You're not so slick, pretty boy. You can't hide things from me.
I'm not. What, can I not do nice things for my girlfriend?
Don't get me wrong. I ain't complaining. Just wondering why.
Do I need a reason to do nice things for the woman I love? You worry too much, babe. You've always got something going on, like problems with Linda, or worrying about Hannah. Take the night off.
What are you suggesting, pretty boy?
How about a dance?
He grabs her hand and twirls her around, making Lex laugh. He pulls her into a slow waltz.
I'm impressed, Green. Thought you weren't into all this.
What? You thought I was all, I'm a big strong man who likes cars and drinking with the boys. I'm a lot more than that, baby.
Put your head on my shoulder. Hold me in your arms, baby. Squeeze me oh so tight. Show me that you love me too. Put your lips next to mine, dear. Won't you kiss me once, baby? Just a kiss goodnight, maybe. And you and I will fall in love.
The lights dim as Lex does put her head on his shoulder. The couple continues dancing. Lights up on the opposite sides of the stage, where Wilbur sits on a bench, humming How About a Dance. Linda enters.
Well. Hello there, Hannah B.
She turns to exit, but Wilbur stops her.
Leaving so soon? We didn't even get to say hello.
Maybe there's a reason for that.
Ooh, someone is fasting tonight. Come on, sit for a spell.
He taps the seat next to him. After a few moments of hesitation, Linda sits down with him.
Can't believe I would be thinking about a few months ago as the good old days.
What about your war days?
Those were fun while they lasted. But the good days? No. Those were when you were with me. You nervous, baby?
think confused would be the more appropriate word. God, what is happening? Will, you died.
So?
So? How in the world are you back here with me?
You want to know the truth?
Well, it would sure as hell be nice for you to start being honest with me. I deserve that much, don't you think?
You're right, Linda. I'm sorry. Here goes. After I died, I met my boss.
Wait. So all that time before, you didn't even know who you were working for? What in the hell kind of sense does that make?
It's a bit more complicated than that. See, my boss isn't entirely human. Don't. Please. Just let me explain.
Linda sighs heavily, but locks her fingers with his and sits back on the bench.
You better count yourself damn lucky I've heard crazier monster stories from my 6-year-old boys.
I mean it when I said he offered me a second chance at life because I hadn't fulfilled my purpose yet. You and I, well, we make quite the team, don't we?
We did.
Yeah. We did. I think we've still got a job to finish, though.
What do you mean?
As long as the members of Gerald's team are still out there, young Miss Foster isn't safe. I would count both of them in trouble, given that they're together now.
How do you...
I pay very close attention to the people I love, Linda Rose. Don't act so surprised now. There's still heart in here. I doubt you could have loved me without it.
That hasn't changed, you know.
Wilbur genuinely smiles to himself. He doesn't say anything for a moment, before standing up and offering Linda his hand.
I remember that last night we were together. God, you would look so beautiful in that red dress. You offered me a dance. Now it's my turn to return the favor.
We're just gonna dance in the middle of the street? Are you insane, Will?
Of course I am.
She laughs a little before taking his hand. He spins her around before slowing down and starting to sweat.
People say that love's a game you just can't win. If there's a way, I'll find it someday, and then this fool will rush in. Put your head on my shoulder, whisper in my ear, baby, words I want to hear. Tell me that you love me too. Put your head on my shoulder, whisper in my ear, baby, words I want to hear, baby. Put your head on my shoulder.
A continuation of the previous scene. We still see both couples. The lighting focus shifts between them as they talk.
How'd I get so damn lucky, huh?
Getting sappy on me, are you, Green?
That's why you picked me, ain't it? Lex, I love you. And I swear I'm gonna do everything I can to be the best kind of man for you, and especially for Hannah. I know her dad walked out and whatever, and yours too, but you deserve someone who's gonna treat you the way you deserve.
And I'm supposing that's you?
Hell yeah. But you gotta let me do that, babe. You're always so strong, so independent, and I love that about you. But you've gotta know that I'm not walking away from this. You're it for me. It'll be Ethan and Lex, forever and always.
See, I was kind of thinking Lex and Ethan. Just rolls out the tongue better.
Sassy as she is smart, what a woman you are, Lex Foster.
Focus shift to Wilbur and Linda.
No. I know it's not going to be easy to trust me. And I don't expect you to right away. But I made a promise some time ago that I would love and honor and cherish you with my whole life. I want to live up to that.
But things are just so different now.
Sure. But that vow still remains. Till death do us part, right? From the moment you walked through those speakeasy doors, I knew one day I would love you. I just hoped you'd find me worthy of it. I know I've messed up, done some real dark things in my day. But you are the light of my whole world. And if you'll let me, I want to be on your team again.
But how do I know you'll stay? How do I know that that light won't fade someday?
Linda Rose, the day I stop loving you won't come until hell freezes over. And I can say with a straight face that Ted was right about something. So, how about it, Hannah? You ready to take on the world together?
Me, I can see me living just like Linda. Sipping champagne, can't you see me? In the middle of a dance floor. That could be me, that could be me. Doing things like Linda. Flirting at me, looking through me. These are things you take a chance for. It must be great to become the it girl. The face in every magazine. That's where I'm gonna end up someday. Trust me. I wanna be her, I wanna be her. Dressed in style like Linda. I can see me, can you see me? The lovely lady of a big crime boss. Like Linda Cross, like Linda.
I'm gonna live the life of an outlaw. I wanna be like that Wilbur Cross. And when the law has got me surrounded, no doubt I'm gonna shoot my way
gosh! I wanna be her, dressed in style like Linda.
I can see me, the main attraction at the picture show, like Clara Bow, the main attraction at the picture show.
Bang, bang, you're dead.
Bang, bang, you're dead. Ain't nothing I can't do with a gun.
How was my performance back there?
Stellar as ever, honeybee. You have certainly not lost your charm or that marksman's aim.
Well, I suppose it's like riding a bicycle. The feeling just comes back naturally.
And let me tell you, that acting in there was certainly something. I just hope you ain't planning on necking anyone else like that.
Oh, don't be jealous, Will. Come on, you know I've only got eyes for you. Last stop of the night's down at the station, right?
I'm gonna be the guy kids look up to. They'll cut their hair the way I cut mine. Papa was just like me when he started. Some guy, he made it big, and so will I.
It must be great to be competent. Girls, like a mountain. One day soon, eventually they will.
Be like him, or be like Alpha. He is my hero. Alpha, baby.
Attraction at the picture show, like Clara, main attraction.
I wanna be like
Linda sits on a bench wearing her most innocent of smiles, while Wilbur hides a distance away. Around the corner, we see good old Sheriff Sam of Clivesdale approach Linda.
Well. Excuse me, ma'am. You know how much they charge for looking that damn beautiful tonight?
Mimes the gagging motion as an aside.
Oh, hi there, officer. Lead you forward.
Forgive me, ma'am. I couldn't help but notice you from across the way, and may I just say, if you're lost or need any help, which looks like you might, I'll be more than willing to give you a hand.
Well, that is very kind of you, sir. Actually, I seem to be a bit lost. I'm supposed to be on my way down to the Starlight Theater, but, well, it seems I've just gotten a bit turned around.
Oh, the Starlight. Frequent there a lot. Never miss a production. But you were right, that's over in Hatchetfield, and you, little lady, have found yourself in the fine sister city of Clivesdale. Give you a lift, though, if you like.
You've got a police vehicle. Oh, my.
Best in its class. She is a beauty and deserves a beautiful lady riding shotgun in it.
Well, speaking of shotgun.
Wilbur places his gun at Sam.
Enjoy the long, hot ride to hell. I'm driving.
Wilbur shoots Sam, and immediately he falls to the ground, dead.
Thank God. Ugh, never thought I'd get rid of him. Putting those slimy hands all over me. Ugh.
Don't you worry, baby doll. I can make you forget all about him when we get home.
I look forward to it.
They kiss and hop in the car to head home. Lights down.
Lights up on, you guessed it, Ethan and Lex's house. Hannah's actually here this time working on another drawing while Lex sits reading a book and Ethan enters.
Hey, babe, have you seen my...
Lighter? It's on the table.
He gives her a small smile before going over to grab it. He starts to rush out of the room.
What? No kiss?
Not the time, babe.
Lex immediately gets up out of her seat and walks over to Ethan.
Hold your horses there. What's going on?
Nothing, just need a smoke.
Ethan.
He spins around, turning back to Lex.
All right, fine. You really want to know what's going on?
She nods, her hands crossed over her chest. Hannah stares between them, confused at why they're fighting.
Yeah. I would like to know why my boyfriend, who was so sweet and loving the other night, is yelling at me when I know damn well I didn't do a thing wrong.
He takes a step back, realizing he did cause that fight.
See the fear in little Hannah's eyes, Ethan? You caused this. You caused this fight like you've caused every fight so far. Look at Lex. Look at her staring at you, filled with worry, sadness, anger, fear. She fears you, Ethan. You ruined their best lives. Best to get out before you make things worse.
Evil Ethan fades away, leaving Ethan staring at the sisters with tears in his eyes.
I gotta get out of here.
What? No, Ethan, you can't just leave.
Yes, I can, Lex. Clearly I'm not helping the two of you. I mean, look at me. I couldn't get us back here to find Hannah in the first place. I haven't been a good boyfriend to you, and I haven't been a good role model for Hannah. It's just best for me to go.
He turns and runs out the already open door, leaving Lex and Hannah inside the house.
Hannah, go to your room.
But
now, Hannah.
She rushes out of the room, her sister having never raised her voice before. Lex sits down at the table, her head in her hands. Lights up on Ethan out in his car, getting ready to leave. That is, until Hannah comes out of the house, rushing over to stop him.
Ethan, please don't go.
I have to, Banana. It ain't safe for me to be around you anymore.
I know he spoke to you.
Who?
That double. He lied to you. We need you, please. We can't listen to the bad man. He wants to trick you and get into your head. Webby told me he's bad.
You listen to me now, Hannah, and you listen well. You know that watch I gave you?
Hannah nods, looking down at her wrist where the watch still sits. It's about to fall off as it's way too big for her. Ethan lets out a small laugh and tightens it for her.
Don't you ever take this off your wrist. Ever. If you keep this on you at all times, I'll always be with you.
Hannah looks up at him with tears in her eyes. He wears a sad smile as he wipes them away.
I'm sorry, Banana, but I can't stay. Now, go back inside. Lex needs you.
She slowly turns to go back inside the house, but before turning around and saying one last thing.
I love you, Ethan.
With that, she goes inside the house, closing the door behind her.
I sense there's danger up ahead. They'll want me gone. To save them from myself, the end. The curtain's drawn. Give me a full tank and an open road. And watch me explode. Hey, look at me. I'm driving. When I drive, I'm in love, I'm alive. And I forget about everything I hate. When I drive, time just flies when I drive. I'm not some hero who the Fosters look up to. It's better off this way.
We transition back into the house, where Lex sits at the table. Hannah enters.
Lexi?
Not now, Hannah.
But...
Not now! Hannah just slides the watch over to Lex before exiting. She picks it up, holding it in her hands as she begins to sing.
Ethan is sure something wonderful died. Ethan decides it's his right to decide. Ethan's got secrets he doesn't confide. And I'm still hurting. Go and hide and run away. Run away. Run and find something better. Go and ride the sun away. Run away. Like it's simple. Like it's right.
Give me a day, Ethan. Bring back the lights. Hang them back on the wall.
Maybe I'd see how you could be so certain that we had no chance at all. Ethan is over, and where can I turn? Covered in scars I did nothing to earn. Maybe there's somewhere a lesson to learn, but that wouldn't change the fact. That wouldn't speed the time. Once the foundation's cracked and I'm still hurting.
Lights up on Peep HQ. Jane and McNamara are talking to each other.
From what I've seen, Becky is doing very well, and she's picking up on everything remarkably quick.
Good. I don't want to waste too much time. The clock is ticking. We have to hurry before the darkness comes.
Jane nods as the Houston family walks in.
Dragged these boys out of bed early this morning and made them run some laps. Let me tell you, we are ready for the day.
I'm not a boy, I'm a grown man.
Make that 2 grown men then.
Both Becky and Jane laugh at the 2 men.
Someone is chipper this morning.
McNamara smiles at his sister before clearing his throat.
Are you all ready to get working again?
Everyone nods, Tim letting out a yawn.
All right. Jane, please work with Mrs. Becky. I'll take these 2 grown men out to the field. Let them get some gun training in.
Zombie house!
Tom and Tim share a look before cheering and rushing off stage. Becky, Jane, and McNamara laugh as McNamara exits with them. After they're gone, Becky drops the smile that was plastered on her face.
Everything okay? You stopped smiling as soon as the boys left the room. What's going on?
There's just a lot on my mind now. Nothing important.
I know that we don't, shouldn't get along as well as we do, considering everything that's happened with our families, but I think we need to stick together. Come on. Tell me what's bugging you.
I feel like I failed Tim.
Jane looks shocked and sits down next to Becky, putting an arm over her shoulders.
What in the world are you going on about?
I haven't been there for him as much as I should.
You think you haven't been there? Not the time. Got it.
I feel like I haven't been the mother he deserves. He's such a good kid, you know. Gentle, kind, smart, adventurous. Everything you want a kid to be. He loves this game that he and Tom created. It's called Zombie House. They both head out into the backyard. Tommy pretends to be a zombie and Tim has to hunt him. I normally sit out watching them bond. It's the most amazing thing I've ever seen.
They sound real close.
Oh, Jane, I'm so...
Don't give me that. I'm so sorry, bullcrap. It was mine and Tom's decision to split, and looking at him now, it was the right one. I've never seen Tom happier than when he's with you and Tim. He really loves you. Don't forget it.
Thank you, Jane.
Anytime. Now, let's get you and your gun better acquainted. I think you'll be very close by the end of this.
The women laugh as Tim enters, calling for Becky.
Mom? Mama?
In here, Timmy. Is everything okay?
I know all the noises. It was too much. I got scared.
I'll give y'all a second.
What's scaring you, Tim?
Noises. It's too loud. I don't like all the gunfire. Zombie house is way more fun without real guns.
Becky lets out a small laugh.
I'll bet it is. How about a story then?
Tim nods his head and hugs Becky.
You know, Tim, you're not the only one of us who gets scared. As adults, we get afraid sometimes too. Of losing our kids, our husbands, or wives, or partners, or even our moms and dads too. Everything seems really big and scary right now, and it's okay to be afraid. But I'm gonna give you a little piece of advice that got me through some really hard times in my life. There's a little light shining inside all of us, burning bright as the morning sun. That light is your power to face any danger that comes your way. When people are mean to you, or when they try to tell you that you don't matter, let that light remind you that you are strong, you are powerful. You can stare down any darkness and win. You're a little soldier, just like your dad. And as long as you're alive, you hold on tight to that light and never let it go. Can you promise me that?
Tim nods.
I love you, Mama.
She hugs him closer to her chest.
I love you too, Timmy.
Lights up on Wilbur and Linda entering their house for the first time since the night he died.
I feel like celebrating tonight. Sure was a good night out there.
Wilbur pours 2 glasses of whiskey as Linda stops for a moment to look around the house, lost in thought. He hands her one of the glasses.
What shall we toast to, darling?
How about to being the best damn duo there ever was?
I will most certainly drink to that.
Wilbur tips his drink back, but Linda doesn't, circling the rim of the glass with her finger.
Hey, you didn't drink. Everything all right?
Can we sit for a second?
Of course.
They sit on the couch together, Linda's hands folded in her lap after setting the drink on the coffee table.
I haven't really been too sure how to tell you this, because, to be honest, I'm not quite sure how you react. Not to mention the timing's been god-awful lately.
This sounds serious. What's going on, baby?
I don't know how this happened. Well, that's not true. I know exactly how this happened.
Are you in trouble?
And I'll understand if you're upset or if you're angry with me because, God, I would be too.
Honeybee.
And I understand if you won't forgive me.
Linda.
I'm pregnant.
Wilbur is stunned, truly at a loss for words for maybe the first time in his life.
What?
I said I'm pregnant.
How?
It only takes one time, you know.
Yeah. I'm well aware of the mechanics. I just mean, how long have you known?
Not long. A month? Maybe 2. I would have told you sooner, but I just really didn't know how.
It's all right, darling.
I'm sorry.
You just told me you're pregnant with our child. Just so we're clear, it's mine, right?
Will, who else's would it be?
Hey, I just figured I'd ask.
just know that this certainly isn't what you wanted or expected.
I knew it.
Knew what?
I told you way back when that you would be the perfect mother. And now, you're gonna be the mother to my child. A family with you. The only woman I've ever truly loved. Do you know how happy this makes me?
So, you're not upset?
Maybe, of course not. Sure, we'll have a lot of work to do to get things ready, but I could never be upset. I love you, Linda. And I told you, there's no way I'll stop loving you. Don't you believe me? I could find the whole meaning of life in those sad eyes. They've seen things you never quite say, but I hear. Come out of hiding, I'm right here beside you. And I'll stay there as long as you'll let me.
Simple and plain and not much to ask from somebody. You matter to me. I promise you do. You matter too. I promise you do. You'll see. You matter to me.
Could I?
He reaches a hand out to her stomach, and Linda nods, letting him know it's okay. She places her hand over his.
Oh my God, it moved.
Well, say something. Don't be shy.
Hi, baby. I'm gonna be your dad. Now, I know I'm not the greatest person, and I'm not always gonna know what I'm doing. But I hope you know that I will always love you. And your mama. You are everything I could ever want and need. And I don't know you yet, but I can't tell you how much you already mean to me.
Simple and plain, not much to ask from somebody. You matter. I promise you. Come out of hiding, I'm right here beside you. As long as you'll love me, I do. Promise you do. You matter to me. You'll see. You matter to
Linda and Wilbur kiss, and as they pull away, she yawns.
You should get some rest, love.
You're not coming with me?
I'll be there in a little bit. Don't wait up.
Wilbur kisses her forehead as she stands to exit. She turns back before leaving.
Hey. I love you.
I love you too.
They smile at each other before Linda exits. Wilbur locks their front door to the house. As it clicks, the ticking from earlier begins. Slightly faster this time.
How adorable! A sweet little family, all back together again.
You can't leave me alone to have one moment of peace and quiet with my wife.
Not while you still have a job to do. Speaking of which, you seem to have gotten a little off task, wouldn't you say?
You promised me you'd let me do this my way. She still needs time. We're making a family, for Christ's sake. Give us a break.
Silly Uncle Wiley. You still think you can have a happy family? That has never been in your cards, don't you know? Or have you forgotten what happened last time?
The year is 1917. The cast is scattered around drinking at the hot new club, Jouet, owned by none other than Frank Priceley. Wilbur enters, pushing his hair back. Not quite the same confident, self-assured man we first saw. He's more vulnerable and isn't hiding his pain well. He sits at the bar, and Frank turns to greet him.
Ooh, you look like you could use a strong one tonight, good buddy.
Tell me about it.
What's your poison? Gin, brandy? Yeah, you seem like a whiskey man to me.
How could you tell?
Got a certain knack for reading people. This one's on me. If you tell me what you got so down in the dumps.
I fucked up. Big time. Lots of people got hurt. And I think the one person who ever loved me will never speak to me again. That good enough for you?
I'll just keep him coming. You want to know what I think?
You're probably gonna tell me anyway.
Smart man. Who in the force?
Was.
I see. My advice? Don't get yourself down about what happened. Something's bad happens now. But it don't mean your whole life's bad. There's a lot left to live for, the people are saying the 20s are gonna be the best years ever had. And hey, if nothing else, when God closes the doors, you open up a window, right?
I'm not really a believer in all that spiritual stuff.
Maybe you should give it a try sometime.
Just then, a young woman in a green dress around Wilbur's age sits down at the bar next to him.
What's it take to get a girl a Pickford around here?
Just a matter of asking, doll. I'll bring it up for you.
The woman looks over at Wilbur, who she doesn't realize is staring at her.
You need help finding something?
Sorry, I didn't mean to stare.
It's alright. I'm used to it.
What's your name?
Pamela. Foster. Nice to meet you.
Wilbur Cross. The pleasure is mine. So it's a regular Tuesday night in good old Hatchetfield. What brings you down here?
Oh, the usual. Life's a mess. Wishing I weren't alone. Contemplating every bad decision I've ever made. Looking for a way to drown it out and forget about it. Till I gotta put on my happy face at 9 a.m. sharp tomorrow. You?
About the same.
They both take long sips of their drinks.
You want to get out of here?
Oh. You mean...
Come on now. You can't be that dense. Don't you just want to be free of it? That pain you're keeping inside? Just for one night?
One night, huh?
I don't know if I can offer you much more than that.
I might be able to change your mind.
They walk out of the speakeasy and the set changes to the interior of a house, a baby crib in the center of the room. Wilbur and Pamela stand together over the cradle, and Pamela yawns.
You coming, babe?
I'll join you in a second.
Pamela exits, leaving Wilbur alone to look down at a baby inside of the crib.
Baby. My baby. Can't believe it. I gotta have something special to call you.
How about banana?
Is there someone there?
I want to meet Hannah Banana too.
I thought I told you to leave me alone, you fucking psycho! There's no way you're taking my child away from me.
I would never do that. It's just that your home is here with me. Hers too. Hatchetfield is a special place for special people. But you and Hannah are meant for much more than that.
But Pam, what about her?
She'll be just fine. You can return to her once you bring me the child. She must be shown her destiny. You have a legacy to create, a prophecy to fulfill. She was created for this moment, and now is your chance to prove you are worthy to serve me.
I am worthy. I will be worthy. I'll show him I can be worthy.
Wilbur lifts baby Hannah from the cradle, and as she starts to cry, Wilbur shushes her and tiptoes from the house outside where the night sky has turned an eerie green. He looks back at the house and then back down at Hannah.
How can I desert you? How to tell you why? Coachman, hold the horses, stay, I pray you. Let me have a moment, let me say goodbye to bridge and river, forest and waterfall, orchard, sea and sky. Harsh and sweet and bitter to leave it all. I'll bless my homeland till I die.
He steps through the portal and into the black and white for the first time.
It's real.
It's real? It's always been real.
I can't believe it. After everyone told me I was a lunatic, I was right all along.
Hannah begins to coo in Wilbur's arms, reaching upwards for something.
Well, now that you're here, Hannah can be mine.
What? No! I said you could meet her, not that you could have her.
But when I said that you can return to your Pemmy Pam, I meant that you could return. I never said anything about bringing sweet Banana along with you. She can live with me in Drowsy Town forever and ever.
You bastard! I won't let you take her away from me.
Well, if not now, she'll be mine in good time. Perhaps she isn't ready to fulfill her destiny. She already started the clock, but so you may go. But remember, I always get what I want.
Wilbur shakes his head, reeling from the insanity he just encountered, and steps back through the portal. As soon as he re-enters Earth, Hannah begins to cry.
Shh, Hannah. Everything's all right now.
As soon as he looks up, Pamela is standing there, incredulous.
What in the hell is wrong with you?
Pam, I can explain.
Please don't. What were you thinking, trying to take our child off to God knows where? What were you planning to do, kill her?
No, Pamela! I swear that's not what I...
God, you're a monster.
She grabs Hannah from Wilbur's arms and she cries louder.
Leppy! Get out of my house. Now.
Pam.
Never show your face around me or this girl ever again. Get out.
Wilbur hangs his head in shame as he and Pamela exit in opposite directions. We transition back to Jouer, where Frank is at the bar cleaning glasses.
Where's my daughter? I need to see her, please. Been a little complication. We're gonna move out for a while. Is she here?
Just then, a young Lex runs in, probably about 7 years old at the time.
Mama? Hey, Lexi. Come give Mama a hug. My girls, together at last.
We flash forward to about 10 years later. Lex, Hannah, and Pamela are all sitting in the living room. Hannah's breathing is panicked just as she covers her ears, and Lex tries to help her.
It's all right, Banana. Just breathe. Can you talk? Use your sentences.
Webby. It's trouble. Nowhere but up.
We need to take her to the hospital.
Mom, she's fine. She's just a little overwhelmed. It's all right, Hannah. I'm right here.
This happens every single day, multiple times, if you can believe it. You don't see what I do, Lex. I've got to deal with this every damn day.
Gosh, Mom, dealing with your own kid having a panic attack. How tragic your life is.
Don't you dare talk to me like that, young lady. I have no problem sending you back where you came from.
Great. Maybe that person will show me what it's finally like to be loved. Come on, Hannah. You can do this. Just remember to breathe.
I have had enough. Come on, Lex. We're going to the hospital. Hannah, let's go.
Hannah finally sighs and opens her eyes, hanging her head as she walks over to her mother. Lex stays still.
Alexandra, do not make me have to tell you again.
The Fosters walk down the streets of Hatchetfield to the hospital.
I understand your concern completely, Mrs. Foster. I recommend we keep observation over Hannah for a period of time to see if anything changes.
What does that mean? Observation.
It's nothing to be frightened of. Your sister is in very good hands here at St. Damien, and we only want the best of the best to watch over her. She'll just be living here for a while so we can see what other behavior she might be exhibiting.
You're gonna take my sister away from me and keep her in some hospital? Mom, what's wrong with you?
Alexandra, I have half a mind to slap you right now if you don't stop being so disrespectful.
I can't do this.
Lex runs out of the room crying.
Ma'am, please don't worry. Your daughter is a very special girl, and we're all invested in finding out the source of these behaviors and how we can help her. Trust me, she will be just fine here. I'll give you a moment.
Gerald exits the room and gives Lex a pat on the shoulder before she enters the room once more.
How to break the tide. We have shared our tears and shared our sorrows. Though the scars remain and tears will never dry, I'll bless my own land till I die. Finally breaking free, you are all I know. You have raised me. How to turn away, how to close the door, how to go where I have never gone before.
How can I desert you? How to tell you why?
Coachman, hold the horses, stay, I pray you.
Let me have a moment.
Let me say
Goodbye.
harsh and sweet and bitter to leave it all. I'll bless my homeland till I die. I'll bless my homeland. I'll bless my
our time. Frank Presley, Clivesdale, USA. Here I come.
Still in flashback, we see Lex, almost limping, stopping to examine the bottom of her shoe, now with a gaping hole in the sole.
Damn it. Should have left earlier. Maybe could have caught the fucking ferry to this town, but no, I didn't think about that. Great. Guess I'm stuck out here now.
All of a sudden, a car pulls up next to her on the road. A teenage boy honks the horn and yells out to her. Need some help there?
You tell me, pretty boy.
She throws her shoe at him through the car window.
Well, you ain't gonna get very far with only one shoe on your foot. Where are you heading?
Who the hell knows at this point? I'm looking for Frank Presley, but no one seems to know him. But I know where he lives, and I know he lives here.
Presley don't live here no more. He moved out to Hatchetfield about 10 years ago. Runs a juice joint uptown, I think. Wait, you a runner?
What? No, I'm not. Do I look like a bootlegger to you?
They do tend to come in pretty packages. Looks can be deceiving, that's for sure.
Well, I'm not. A smuggler or a pretty package.
I'd beg to defer on that second one.
Lex rolls her eyes and stands up to move to the car.
Hey, where are you going?
Guess I'm coming with you. What? You're just gonna leave a poor, defenseless girl on the street in the middle of the night?
Does this poor, defenseless girl have a name?
It's Lex. Lex Foster.
It's a pleasure, Miss Lex Foster. Ethan Green, your knight in shining armor, and this evening's carriage driver at your service. Come on, I run a gas station a couple miles up the road. I'll let you crash with me till the morning.
But only till morning. I can't be any longer than that. Gotta find Presley.
If you don't mind me asking, what's the rush you find him anyway?
He might have information on my mother, my father too. It's a long story.
We got till morning, remember?
Till morning, and then I'm out.
So you've said. So start talking.
Well, rest is history, I guess. I was living with Ethan for probably about 2 years when Wilbur and Linda came by the station on their way out of town. There you have it.
Did you ever find him, Frank?
Not yet. But I'm not going to give up until I thank him for those first few years of my life, though.
What about Dad? Where is he?
Banana, I really wish I knew. Unfortunately, I'm what some people might call a dumbass. I don't have all the answers. Really, does anyone? You should probably get to bed, Hannah. You got school early tomorrow.
Tomorrow's Saturday, Lexi.
See? That's exactly what I mean. You're too smart for me. Good night, Hannah. Love you.
Love you too. Night, Lexi.
Lex exits. Hannah takes a breath and wraps a blanket around herself. She looks out the window, and a light shines through at her. Hannah stands up and looks at it.
It's all right, Hannah. You're safe. The visions will be clear soon and be filled with beauty once more. Just close your eyes, clear your mind, focus on my voice.
As Hannah closes her eyes, the set rolls away. She's in a seemingly endless void now, black and white.
Levy? Where am I?
You're in the black and white. This is my home. I'm here to help guide you to yours, too. I have so much to share with you.
But I can't see you. I can't see anything.
Just follow my voice.
could use some help here. Tired of talking to myself here. Back at home you don't exist, so here I am in the abyss. Are you really in this place? It's like the emptiness of space. I could search for all eternity and never see your face. Help me out. I'm lost without you standing, stuck on this impossible road. No idea which way to go, whichever path I choose, I lose, you know. And I know which way's home. Oh, I know which way's home. Oh. You said Dad saw life as a game. Since he left, it sucks to play. I'm beaten up and bruised, confused by rules that alter every day. Where to next? He left, but I'm still standing, spinning on this infinite road, terrified of letting him go. No light above, and there's no hope below, and I know which way's home. Oh, is there a way back home? Oh, this had sissy, and you meant for me every living minute. There's no home without you in it. I'm falling, quit stalling. Your daughter is calling your name. I burned all my bridges and game.
Abby, you are real.
Did you ever doubt I was, Hannah?
Lots of times.
I'm here now, Hannah. There's no reason to fear.
Why did you have to tell me?
Your father is alive, but I fear he may be in danger if you don't find him soon.
But how will I know where to go? Who is he?
This should help.
A spider web begins forming along the curtain, and Hannah turns to the audience, closing her eyes, studying the vision.
C-R-O-S-S, cross.
I apologize for the spelling error from before. These visions aren't always perfect.
What does it mean? Cross? Wilbur, is he my...
Yes, child. And he needs you more than ever. Find him, and the rest will become clear when you do. The clock is ticking. Go.
Thank you, Webby, for everything.
Hannah closes her eyes and the lights fade on her. As Webby's shadow disappears, we see Wiggly forming, eyes glowing and tentacles dangling from a high balcony.
No, 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 this won't do. So, Hannah Banana wants to reunite with Daddy Dearest? I'm sorry, Banana, but I don't think there will be a family reunion for you today. But a reunion of other sorts might be in order. I think he and Uncle Riley will be very good friendy-wens.
Slowly, a light rises on Higgins in a lab surrounded by chemicals and pages of notes. A clock chimes, and Higgins turns around to check the time. He also notices the calendar on the wall is flipped to several months later, dates crossed out with green markers to show how much time has actually gone by.
Impossible!
Lights up on the hideout. Higgins, Bill, Ted, Paul, and Emma are all scattered around on couches and in chairs. Everyone but Bill with a drink in their hand.
You know, when Wilbur says he keeps the bar stocked, you should have thought to keep some cherries around here.
Jesus Christ, Bill. We're out here drinking on a Saturday night and you're itching to have a Shirley fucking Temple?
Well, I gotta be up early tomorrow to sing with the choir. You know, you could always use some more male voices if you...
Ain't gonna happen. Sorry, me and Church has got a feud.
Oh, come on, Ted. Hey, it's like I always said, God's arms are always...
No! We don't need a reprise, and I definitely don't need any more singing for today. Visiting Zoe for an hour was more than enough. Thanks.
Speaking of, how is she these days?
Well, she's having a hell of a time singing down at Priceley's place, and good for her. She seems happy.
I know I certainly miss having her around here.
I don't.
Paul hits him on the shoulder. All of a sudden, Linda rushes into the hideout and down the stairs.
Speaking of other people we miss around here, how are you, Linda? It's been a while.
Whoa! Linda! You are very...
I am very well aware of that, Ted. Thank your brother. Speaking of which, is he here?
Not at the moment. Come to think of it, I haven't heard from him all day.
Shit.
What's wrong?
Well, he told me he'd be working today, so when he called earlier, I figured he was here, but none of y'all seem to know where he is, and my God, how does a woman lose track of her own husband?
Linda, it's all right. I'm sure he'll turn up soon. You can stay here until he comes back.
Thanks, Henry.
Wait, I haven't heard from Morris today either. You think they might be together?
I thought I heard him say he was going to meet an old friend by the dock. John Mac something or other.
McNamara. I've got to go find him.
Do you want one of us to come with you? What about your...
It's all right, Henry. I need to do this alone. I promise I'll be fine.
She exits up the stairs and out the door.
Will, I'm on my way. Just don't do anything stupid.
We transition to Wilbur waiting at the Hatchetfield docks, checking the time on his pocket watch.
Damn. I expect punctuality when people say they want to meet me.
Xander appears in an old army uniform, reminiscent of the last time Wilbur would have seen him. Except now, his eyes glow green.
Shame to see you haven't grown out of your impatience. What's wrong, Cross? You look like you've seen a ghost.
What the hell? John said that you... That's not...
Oh, but it is. You of all people should understand that, Wilbur. After all, you made a deal with the devil too, if I remember correctly, and I do, considering he's the one who sent me down here.
But what about...
Morris? Oh, that was all an elaborate act. You seem to forget. I worked intelligence back in those good old war days. Without my genius intellect, I would have probably made it as an actor.
Here's what I don't get. Why send you when Wiggly could just have come down here himself? God knows he's buzzing in my ear all the damn time.
Oh, please. He's got more important things to do. Plus, this is so much more fun, don't you think? Just two old pals catching up.
Xander, if this is about what happened during the war, it was nothing personal.
Of course you'd go and make this about you, because it's always been the Wilbur show, hasn't it? I've put that behind me, though I'll admit, getting revenge after you leaving me for dead makes this a lot juicier.
What the hell are you up to?
I might have dropped your dear wife a line earlier this evening. I think I got your accent down pretty pat, won't you agree?
You leave her the hell alone, Lee!
Wilbur goes to punch him, but Xander blocks his fist with his hand.
Temper. I'm not planning to harm her, if that's your concern. Since you won't take her to Wiggly, I will. You've already wasted enough of his time, and I won't let you keep delaying the inevitable. Wiggly will have his way, whether you like it or not, so I'd prepare accordingly.
You're insane.
You don't know the half of it.
Believe me, I know I've sunk pretty low, but whatever I've done, you deserved.
Xander.
Quiet! I'm a bad guy, that's fine. It's no fault of mine, and some justice at last will be served. Now it's time to step up, or it's time to back down, and there's only one answer for me. And I'll stand up and fight, 'cause I know that I'm right. And I'm ready, I'm ready, I'm ready. Ready as I'll ever be.
Now it's time to rise up, or it's time to stand down, and the answer is easy to see. And I swear by the sword, if you're in, get on board. Are you ready?
I'm ready. We're ready.
Ready as I'll ever be. Are you quite sure we can do this?
Together we will guarantee.
I'll make them hear me.
They can trust me.
I'll save my home and family.
Now the lines in the sand and our moments at hand.
And I'm ready, I'm ready.
Ready as I'll ever be.
It's okay, Lexi.
I think this was a mistake. We should go back.
No.
Nana? Is everything okay? You never yell.
I want Ethan back. Please, Lexi. I want my family.
Lex sighs and puts her head in her hands. She slides the pocket watch back over to Hannah, who holds it tightly in her hand.
The set changes to the interior of the gas station. No one's there, so Lex rings the bell on the counter. Ethan enters after a second.
Hey, can I help? Why'd you come here? I thought I made my point very clear.
I just want to talk.
About what?
Us.
Ethan doesn't say anything for a second before leaning on the counter.
All right, talk.
Look, Ethan, I don't know what happened that night. I thought we were in a really good place. I mean, Hannah was doing great, and since you left, she's been having even more episodes than before, and nothing I do seems to help. I need you, Ethan. She needs you. Please come back home. We're not a family without you. I mean, what happened to my knight in shining armor?
Yeah. Ooh, there's not a dragon you would slay. Just say the word and you'll obey. I was a damsel in distress and you saved me. If there's a mission, you're my man. Back by your lady if you can. So what? You're not Lancelot. You are my baby. You'll rush in and save the day. It'll look good on that resume. I don't care about the take-home pay. I just gotta be loved by one night. Who'll fight and be a Hatchetfield guy. One night in sight, who has been board certified. I'll never find another Ethan Green, 'cause no one else compares to you. There's not one night who will be half as true.
Now listen here. No matter where you want to go,
I'll take you there because you know the rules of chivalry aren't quite dead yet. So you just stick around with me. I promise you we're gonna see a happy ending running into the sunset. When there is no real close call, you'll need shining armor wall to wall. And a knight like me, 'cause after all, I just wanna be your one night stage right, who never misses his cue.
Stage right's that way, babe.
Right, one night, who'll smite whatever comes after you. A knight who won't back down or run away, 'cause I'm equipped with sword and shield. I'm the one knight, galaxy of Hatchetfield. Please just give me half a chance. I'm an outsourced knight, so I work freelance. I don't even need a real big advance, just a kiss will do. If I can be your one night, alright, who's finally learning to fly. I'm the one night, bright white, but still a regular guy. A knight who won't back down or run away, 'cause I'm equipped with sword and shield. I'm the one knight for this endeavor. One night, now and forever. One night for Lexi of Hatchetfield.
Lex turns around to find Ethan on his knee behind her. She laughs.
Took you long enough.
So,
It means yes, babe.
Ethan breathes a sigh of relief and pulls Lex in for a kiss. Hannah is doing the smoke club thing because she was vibing to one night, weren't we all?
Hannah!
Hannah! What the fuck is this? That better be fucking floss! Let's go! I wanna go home.
The family exits happy and finally together again. Lights up on Peep HQ. Tom is sitting down while McNamara is pacing the room.
You know, you're doing an awful lot of walking without getting nowhere. You should probably rest your legs.
I can't. Something's off. I feel it. Something isn't right. There's too much power coming from another realm. Something darker. Like nothing I've ever experienced on this planet before.
I hope you ain't talking about aliens or nothing.
What we're dealing with might be worse than any aliens you might be envisioning. It's quite a long story to explain in full, but all I can say is get ready to fight and fight hard.
I'm ready, sir. Whatever you need.
I'm glad. You need to stay here. Keep watch over your family and the facility in case I don't make it back. Jane, come with me.
Wait, shouldn't we stay together? I think it's best for us all to go, don't you think?
I'll be fine out there. And I've got my big brother to back me up. Plus, I'd much rather keep Tim away from all of this, given how he reacted earlier today. I signed up for this. You didn't. Trust me, I can handle myself.
Tim runs up to Jane and gives her a hug.
I don't want to lose you again.
Don't worry, sweetheart. We'll be together again very soon. Come on, John. No time to waste.
She and McNamara start to walk away, but Tom stops her.
Hey, Jane. Good luck.
Haven't lost faith in me yet, huh?
Not yet. Be safe out there, huh?
Jane exits, smiling back at Becky and Tim, and follows McNamara out. The scene shifts focus to Hannah alone on the corner of the stage. A familiar tune begins to play as Hannah closes her eyes and puts her hands to her head.
Webby, are you there?
Hello again, Hannah. This is urgent. I need to show you something.
Okay.
I'll help you cross.
Lights go dark on the stage, and as they rise again, Hannah is now on the balcony. Webby's shadow stretched behind her.
What's up here?
This is my home where I see what's happening elsewhere. You'll need to be here in order to connect your family. You are the bridge that will bring them all together.
We transition to Linda, nervously walking up to the docks.
Will, are you here? I got your call. I don't know why you'd be down here so late, but...
Can I help you find someone, ma'am?
My husband. He said he was going to meet me here. Have you seen him by chance? Tall, dark hair, probably wearing a denim jacket.
You know, I'm not too sure, but I'd be willing to wait with you until he shows up. We could take a walk if you'd like.
Sure, that'd be great.
Xander and Linda walk into the shadows as we see lights come up inside a warehouse-type building. Wilbur sits up and winces as he touches his face.
What's going on?
So, looking for answers, are you?
There's no way you'd have the answer to anything I'm looking for.
I'd seriously consider testing your faith again, Uncle Wiley.
How do you know? No. This can't be happening.
Why, yes it can. If only you had done as I asked a long time ago, we wouldn't be in this little pickle. But it seems that I have to do everything myself around here. I don't know if I can hold my tongue much longer about your Linda's little secret.
I'm sorry, okay? She's going to come, I promise. I just need a little more time.
I've given you plenty of time. I'm going to give you one last chance to prove to me that you aren't a complete failure, and I didn't make a mistake bringing you back to life.
Wiggly shines a light onto Xander and Linda walking together.
She's right there, looking for you, waiting for you to save her. Don't you want that? If you love her, you'll save her from this world, this pitiful, broken world.
Linda's begging for assistance, Wilbur. She's helpless and craving. She clearly needs saving. And you hold the key. Whoa, Wilbur. If you get her corrected, you'll both be connected. Literally. She's lost and overcome with hesitation. She wished she knew what life was all about. Now I can fix her current situation. To prove without a doubt it'll be you helped her out. Let's save the pitiful children. Let's save the pitiful children. Let's teach the pitiful children who just haven't a clue just what to do. Help them to help you. The vision clearly, Wilbur. People embracing, everyone chasing immortality. Your honeybee will soon be so delighted when you can help her reach her destiny. The mother will get everyone united. Guys and dolls singing scat while...
Wilbur, who the hell is that?
Shit, he's awake.
Well, how nice to see you hanging around my way. Thought you didn't swing that way.
For a while there, I didn't think you did either. But I suppose people surprise you.
Oh, you are racking up yourself a long list of explanations here, Wilbercroft.
Linda, stay as far away from that man as you can. And, this is my boss.
I thought you said your boss wasn't all human.
Those are the perks of being a god, Miss Linda. I can take on many different forms, you see. Human, spirit, all I'm missing is a mother. Then at last the Trinity will be complete.
Will, this is insane.
I know how it sounds, baby. But you've got to trust me. This is the path for us to have the family we've always wanted. We'll be safe. We'll make a new home. Forget the mess down here. The world will be ours if you just open up your heart.
Wilbur walks over to Linda and takes her hands.
That's it. Gently now.
You trust me?
With my life.
I love you.
He places his hands on her head. Linda looks up at him in fear.
What are you doing?
Trust me, honeybee. You gotta trust me.
He turns her to face Wiggly. As Wiggly draws closer, green light inching nearer, Wilbur speaks to her softly in her ear.
Look into their eyes. Feel the warmth, the glow, the power. Embrace it. You, Linda Rose, are capable of far greater things than you credit yourself for. You are simply divine. Now, do you see him? Do you see him? Do you see him? Do you?
Linda collapses into Wilbur's arms. The green glow surrounds her. Immediately, he panics, holding her close.
Linda, are you okay?
She opens her eyes and stands up straight with a devious smile, looking into Wilbur's eyes, hers, now green and glowing.
Did you see him?
Let's save the pitiful children. Let's save the pitiful children. Let's teach the pitiful children who haven't a clue just what to do. Help them to help you.
Jane and McNamara enter the building, worry crossing their faces when they take note of Linda's transformation.
The prophecy. It's coming true. It's all coming true.
What have you done?
Oh, look who's come to play hero once more. Hate to break it to you, but it's too late, John. We won. I bested the great John McNamara, and boy, does it feel good to say that.
You haven't won yet. Light and truth will always.
Save the speeches, John. It won't matter now that Wiggly's prophet has been chosen. Don't worry. We'll save some room for you somewhere in our new world.
Save me, Johnny. You can join Zambiwan and be happy again.
Xander, why would you do that? Give up your life to this monster.
What life? You mean the one you and Wilbur clearly cared so much about that I suffered in that trench until Wiggly helped me out? He saved me like you never could, even though you wanted to. Because guess what? You're not God, John. So stop pretending you can save everyone. Face the facts. There's only one God here. You'll either worship him willingly, or we can make you. Your choice.
Let's save the pitiful children. Time to play. Let's save the pitiful children. Let's teach the pitiful children who haven't a clue. If that's what we do, that's what we do. And everything about us is going to be wonderful. Wiggly cleanses us of our sins. Everything about us is going to be so alive. We could never live without him.
You won't feel left down or unsure.
Not pitiful children anymore. 'Cause everything about us is going to be cool. When we
McNamara shakes his head, refusing to bow down to Wiggly. Xander draws his gun, intending to shoot McNamara, but misses, and hits Jane instead. On the last note of the song, Ethan and Lex kiss.
I see you've made your choice, Johnny. Well, it's been fun. Ta-ta for now. I have a party to prepare for. Come along.
Xander quickly takes Wiggly's instruction and steps through the portal. Wilbur and Linda grab hands and step up to it.
Ready?
As I'll ever be.
The couple steps through the portal, leaving McNamara and Jane behind.
Jane, I'm so sorry. You needed me and I couldn't protect you.
John, it's okay. I knew the risks. Sometimes the rewards are greater.
So sorry. Please don't go.
It's my time, John. Just let me go.
Jane! No, please.
Jane closes her eyes and McNamara tears up after a moment. He cries over her before jolting up when he sees her eyes are open, swirling with a green glow.
Jane? What the?
You are too naive for your own good, brother. Now, if you'll excuse me, can't be late for the party now, can I?
She stands and almost walks through the portal before he stops her.
Why?
Why not? We all know Wiggly's reign is on us. It's just a matter of time. Come to terms with the inevitable, John. It's not that hard of a truth to swallow. Don't forget, we're saving you a place at the table. Not everyone has that luxury, you know.
With that, Jane leaves McNamara behind and the portal closes. He curses to himself and puts his head in his hands. Lights down.
Lights up on the chapel. Lex and Ethan are holding hands, and Bill stands in the middle of them.
You know, waking me up in the middle of the night was probably not the brightest idea. We should have waited until Hannah could be here to see it.
Aw, come on. It'll be a nice surprise for her birthday tomorrow. I can't wait one more day for you to be Mrs. Green.
You are as impulsive and stubborn as ever.
But you love me.
Yeah, guess I'm kind of stuck with you now.
Ethan smiles and hugs her close. His eyes glow green, their world finally at peace for one blissful moment.
Suddenly, a loud crash and a thump resounds. They all look up before the lights flicker and go out. In the dark, we now hear Tom, Tim, and Becky's voices.
Mama, what's happening?
It's all right, Tim. It's probably just bad weather coming through.
Find a light.
After a few moments, Becky turns on a small lamp, and only the faces of the Houston family are illuminated. McNamara suddenly enters and joins the group on stage, the family screaming as he comes into view.
John, you scared us.
I'm so sorry. I tried to get here as quickly as I could.
Where's Jane? Where's Jane? Where's Jane, you son of a bitch?
She's gone. Corrupted by the forces I warned you about. Evil is coming and bringing destruction heavy hand with it. We need to take cover. Now.
No. No. You let her die. You swore you were going to protect her.
Tom, please, not in front of Tim.
You promised. Now she's really...
I'm so sorry, Tom. I tried my best. I really did. My younger sister has quite a rebellious nature sometimes. Should have known she wouldn't listen to reason.
Becky, come on. We're leaving.
Tom, no, John thinks it's best for us to.
He let Jane die. You're still gonna listen to her. Sorry, but I'm going back home. Tim, let's go.
Nervously, Tim stands up and grabs his father's hand, mostly just confused and overwhelmed by the situation at hand. Becky hangs back for a moment, offering a sympathetic look to McNamara.
I'm really sorry about Jane. I've been there before, trust me. We'll keep in touch once he's had time to process things. Don't worry. I'm still fighting on your side.
I know, Mrs. Houston. You're a valuable fighter and, moreover, a good person. Never forget that. Peep doors are always open.
He offers her a salute, which she returns before exiting. Lights down.
The stage glows green, and we're back in the black and white. We can see Wiggly's eyes at the top of the balcony. Wilbur and Linda come through the portal, hands still locked together. They breathe a sigh once they've recovered from jumping dimensions.
What is this place?
This, my dear, is our new home. This is the black and white, where we exist outside of time and space. There's no rules, no growing old, no more pain.
So, we made it?
We made it.
They embrace, relieved and joyful. A chord strikes, and Linda jumps back, holding her stomach.
Linda, are you okay?
I don't know. I don't know what's happening.
Is the baby coming?
Oh, no, it's not that. This is different. It stopped.
You're probably just recovering from the effects of the portal. I'm sure it's...
No! Will. It stopped. I can't feel it anymore.
The couple looks at each other in shock for a moment, too scared to say the words they're thinking aloud, until we hear Wiggly giggling through the room.
Oh, Uncle Wiley, what's the matter? Does Miss Rosie Posy have an achy in her tumsy wumsy?
What did you do? What the fuck did you do, you bastard?
Humans, always thinking you're so smart. While you spend time trying to be like me, you fail to understand the rules of the game. You see, only the same number of souls who enter a portal can exit it. When I sent Zandu in and dear little Jamie, that's 2 souls. I sent you, Uncle Wiley, and the dear Dark Knight makes it 4. You came back with 1 extra.
You never told me that. This isn't fair.
Even if I had told you, would you have listened? You agreed to my terms without putting up any of your own. I'll have you know, it's not my fault your arrogance got the better of you. Better luck next time, Uncle Wiley.
Linda crumbles to the ground, sobbing, clinging onto Wilbur. He hugs her tightly.
You all alone, didn't you? About the baby. Well, are you satisfied? You got what you wanted from me. But now, you've taken away the one thing I love more than anything. You're a monster.
Yes, perhaps. But in time, we'll see who's the real monster among men. For now, I think it's time we had a little celebration throughout Drowsy Town.
Wiggly begins to play a calming tune, hypnotizing Wilbur and Linda, and they fall asleep, still hugging one another.
Into a deep and dreamless sleep you go. We have quite a long night ahead of us, and I need you well rested for what big plans I have for you. Mother?
Hedwig giggles and the lights dim as we see spotlight come up on Hannah high in an alcove. This time, there's no sign of Webby behind her. A clock ticks faster and louder.
No, not Webby. Lights out. Too dark. Tightrope. Bad double. Loose grip. Brakes moving too fast. Brakes moving too fast. Too much. Too much.
We cannot be afraid of the days that lie ahead. We must unite so we can fight and turn our country around. It is always darkest before the dawn, and I feel it is my duty to remind you that brighter days will soon be ours. Cling tight to those you love, and remain firmly in your faith. Tomorrow will come, and together we shall face each day with boldness and love. Thank you, and good night.
Moving words from Mayor Howard Goodman last night. But let me tell you, it is feast or famine here in our tiny town of Hatchettville on this rainy Christmas morning, 1933. Beans, bread, and other basic household goods are flying off the shelf in recording time as families prepare to celebrate the holiday as best as they can.
I've never seen people like this, Stan. It's like something from a nightmare. Who would have thought a new decade would bring destruction along with it? Remember to please adhere to the rationing guidelines for you and your families as we work through this unprecedented time.
Our world is changing faster than we can comprehend. But if we work together, the world can be a paradise with all its problems solved. May God be with you all.